windows. Yes.
Yes. Hello, Dripping Springs. Amber has closed out all of her other windows, and we are now ready for season 5, episode 13 of the weekly drip. Speaking of drips, did it just pour on you? Good Lord Almighty.
Yes, it got wild. It was the sweet little sprinkle, and I thought we were going to get through it. And then it turned into a rain, and then it turned into a downpour, and we even got hit with hail for a minute. Did you get any of that?
No, I'm in central dripping. There was no hail to be found. But I would venture to say it was a deluge. I don't think I even know what that word actually means. I think I just used it appropriately in a sentence.
I don't either.
Deluge.
It sounded really good, though. Like a mirage, but different?
No, I'm gonna Google it, and then we can make fun of me if I'm using it incorrectly. Deluge.
I mean, I'm not
a severe flood.
with you. I don't know what it means.
Inundated with a great quantity of something.
Okay. Well, there was a deluge of water when we were driving home from school. So yes.
From the sky.
Look at us getting educated, learning all the time.
And y'all, if you don't know this about Amber and I already, we are in fact lifelong learners. Shout out to the Weekly Drip Book Club for joining the campaign at the library. If you're like, what are they even talking about? Check out YouTube. Look at last week's episode with capital campaign manager, Sarah Rose. So you get the scoop of the new library. Amber and I got to participate with our other book club members in a little photo op just a little bit ago under the blue skies, which was super, super fun.
So sweet.
So it's raining. We're learning new words. What else is going on? There's a holiday this Sunday.
Yeah, and it's baby chick season, y'all. I don't know how many of you get sucked into the baby chicks every time you go to Tractor Supply, but it is that time, and they are there, and you can go get yourself some cute little baby chicks. They have so many different kinds, and they're super sweet. I do. I have 3, and chicken math is real. If you don't know, well, let me tell you. So chicken math is this fun little thing that happens when you decide that you're going to get chickens. You originally have a number of chickens that you're like, you know what? 4 chickens sounds great. And so you go to get 4 chickens, and then miraculously you have like 8 or 10, and they just kind of keep multiplying. So we currently have 3, but we're getting 10 more.
How does that happen? Like, how much does a chicken cost?
Well, it depends. You can buy them as day-old chicks, and those vary in price. I think you can get them for like $2 some places, or you can get what's called a pullet, which is a female chicken. It's a hen, so you're gonna get eggs from those girls. And goodness, I think those start between $5 and $10. And then you can get a chicken that's of egg laying age, and I think those start around 20, 25. But then that's just like, those are like the standard chickens. Then you get fancy chickens, and those come in all different prices and all different. Yeah, those are different.
What's a fancy chicken? What does that mean?
Oh gosh. So there's like frizzles and frazzles, which are like these little foofy looking chickens. They look a little bit like they've been electrocuted, like their feathers are like there's Polish chickens that have like the big poof on the top of their head. These are not like your normal laying chicks. Granted, they do still lay, but these are pretty chickens.
Okay.
And then there's black chickens that have black skin. Imani Sarami, I think I probably said that wrong.
So those chickens also lay black eggs. And I would love to tell you how I know this. One of my favorite photographers, he actually lives in Austin. He's been on the cover of Times Magazine. He's had more Texas Monthly covers than I could count. He's an amazing photographer. You guys go look him up. His name's Randall Ford. And for the past, I don't know, 5 to 7 years, he does a lot of photography of animals. And I bought one of his prints, which is the black chicken. And so I started learning a little bit more about them. And it's like the death metal of chickens, y'all. They lay black eggs.
You want to know a secret to know what color egg they're supposed to lay?
Yes.
Look at their earlobes. They have like little tiny earlobes. And if you look at their earlobes, they're different colors. And if you're looking for like if you want a chicken that lays blue eggs, you look for a chicken that has blue earlobes.
Oh, interesting.
Happy to educate you.
So we started with
baby chicks comes.
We started with chicken math. I want to go back to chicken math. What does that mean? Like you get a dozen chickens and out of the dozen chickens you can expect what to happen? What's chicken math?
Well, it's just like this. It's this phenomenon that happens where you think that you know how many chickens you want, and then you love them, and you end up with more, and then they continue. You continue to get more, especially if you like the fancy chickens. Because that's the other thing, like, do you want the rainbow variety of chicken eggs? Because then you have to have different kinds of chickens.
Okay.
So it can get it's like collecting chickens.
I kind of thought it meant if you buy 12, half of them will die. And that's where the expression don't count your chickens before they've hatched has come from. That's what I thought that meant. So I too have learned something today. Uh-oh. As we've already stated, it is storming in Dripping Springs.
That's also,
so
if that also applies.
Technical difficulties.
But with chicks comes a wonderful holiday this season.
How's it doing? Amber, I think we're losing one another. All right, y'all. I think so.
I
think so. I heard that it's.
I can see you and I can hear you, but I'm so sorry if y'all can't see and hear me.
Let me check with my my staff. How are we doing on the World Wide Web there? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know what? We meet every Wednesday, 4-ish o'clock. I think this freak amazing storm is maybe kind of having some issues. So we're going to call it today, you guys. It was a very short and sweet season 5, episode 13 of the weekly drip. Chicken math, it's a real thing. Chickens are for sale at your local Tractor Supply, and we'll just pick this conversation up next week and tell you about all the other amazing things that we love about Tractor Supply and stores like that. So for that, that's a wrap. We'll see you next time.